Now I want this menu to look the same in styling as the primary menu in this case. So instead of trying to create everything from scratch and creating new CSS style files, I'm going to actually add some code that will actually use an existing style menu. So in order to find that style menu and find what they're using, I'm going to go back to the main function PHP. I'll show you what I mean and how to find that right now. Actually, I need to actually go to the header file because excuse me, because I'm looking for the styling information that's related to this particular menu here. So I need to actually go into the header file to be able to find that. So I'm going over to the parent theme and I want to have a look at the header file, and what I want to do is find the navigation ID, site navigation. Here it is here, and I just want to see what they're using here. So they're using the class is the main navigation, so I want to use that. So what I'm going to do is just, because I only need this piece of information here, I don't need this information there. I will need the PHP bit here, and I'll need to change that to secondary, and that, so there. So what I'm going to do is quickly copy this out, go back to my where am I? Back into my footer menu, and I'm going to change this so it's going to have the actual class within, so it's going to call and use that existing CSS class. Okay, so what I'm going to do is paste over the top of this one that I've actually done, and then I'm going to change this to, from site, I want to identify it as the footer navigation, and I'll change the comment here also to footer navigation. I actually don't need this information here, so I'm going to delete that. And I need to also change this to secondary. So what I've done here is just, it's easier just to simply cut and paste code like in this situation, especially when I'm using the same class it's the same classes as the existing navigation, and I want this footer menu to have the same look and styling as the main menu. So I've just gone and grabbed this little bit of code. Now I've changed it around, the ID of it to footer navigation, and of course the theme location I have to change to secondary instead of primary. I removed the other information away, the other tags, because I don't need that within this footer navigation. It's not relevant. And if I quite simply go and save this now, what should happen is when I refresh, so you're going to see this menu down here that has the same styling as the menu up here, and it's got this page and that page for the blog there, because the menu one that's currently created is the only default menu. If I create another menu, for example, and I want to change the pages, I can quite simply now go and create a new menu, call it footer menu, and then once I've added the pages to that footer menu, I can then allocate it to the footer menu and save it, and it will update that menu there for me. So that's how you use the function PHP file in a child theme situation to go ahead and create a custom footer menu, and it's the safest way to do it because your original function PHP file is still intact. So there you have it. I just wanted to show you that. Hopefully that's helpful. That's just one of the many things you could do with a function PHP file. There's there's so many super duper awesome things you can do when you're editing your theme through the function PHP file, and adding a footer menu, custom footer menu, is just one of those.